Welcome back to Vacuum Warrior, the fun little incremental game about collecting dust. And our goal for today is to reach the road, but that's not all. That plan for today is actually to get some of these prestige upgrades a little bit more substantial because right now we're only level 3. I mean, this is not bad, but it could be a little bit higher. The grass is at 0 basically. So like the idea for me is to just I want to see if we can do a lot of quick respawns and just get the numbers going. Like we get 600. What if we just do like a lot of quick respawns, quick prestiges, and maybe we can make things very quick on the early game. So here we are. Dust accelerator. We're gonna get these. You know what? Dirt and dust both go to level 5 each. I'm gonna give this guy some love a little bit. Dust and bargain skills and dust merchant. We're all gonna buy that kind of stuff. Ooh, bots also at 1,000 and complete daily chores at 500. Interesting. But all right, with that, with those like small initial purchases, we're already quite strong early on. Like with no effort, we've reached 20 dust and we were able to get the first level and 35. Yeah, that's quite strong. And with these upgrades, I mean, let's see how quickly we get to. Yeah, this is very fast. This is much better. But I think we can do much better than this. 100 dust, okay, we can get to 100, but like I just want to see how quickly we can go from spawning to prestiging and how much do we get in just the very basic prestige. See if we can run that cycle a couple times. Just see what happens, right? So and I'm just gonna hold you on for the very first prestige. I want to just show you what the process will look like. Then I'm gonna do a few on my own, maybe go further, maybe not. But the idea is to just level up, and then we're gonna aim to get all the way to 1,000 coins and reach the road and start getting road dust. We'll see what that one's like. Hopefully it's kind of fun. Hopefully it's good. But all right, prestige. I mean, okay. I think at a minimum we gotta get more dust to spawn and some of this. Also, we increase this one. That will help with the vacuums because it will let me just kind of sit back a little bit and like leave the computer, because this game does a very good job of blending the incremental aspect with the idler aspect. Like if you get things to a certain level, like with one little vacuum, we're not going to do much. We're going to hit that cap and not make any progress. But with a few of these, when do we unlock the prestige? At 100. What is it going to give us? 50? Just like that? How easily can I get from 50 to say 100? Is it going to take a lot of effort? Let's see. A little vacuum here, elixir, some of these things going. What's the number now? Let's see. Okay, 59. Let's see. I think if we start getting 11 per minute, but I think that number skewed by the fact that we just quickly picked up that little lump of that dirty lump of dust. But we can probably, you know what? 60 is probably a good number. You know what? Let's get 69. 70. Perfect. Let's prestige. And I want to run this cycle a couple times. I want to see if there's a sweet spot, something that we can aim for. But I'm just going to do that a little bit and report back what my findings. All right, we've gone through quite a few prestiges and we have 670 in the bank. We're about to get 400 more. And with that, we're going to unlock, yes, this animation. I'll actually show you that there's an upgrade that's going to make this animation shorter. But for the time being, we're going to unlock this last location, at least the last one for this episode. Next time we'll go to the sawmill. And is that a planet? Excuse me, is this a planet? What? That's crazy. But okay, next time we're gonna go to the sawmill, but today the goal is to go to the road. Well, we can just go there, but we're not gonna do shit. That's not how you go to the road. That's cheating. Well, it's not cheating, but the plan is to get there and actually do stuff. But in the meantime, I want to share the findings that I had for all the prestiges. So let me just get a couple dusts here to get the ball rolling. Just a couple of D's here. Just keep it going. And we have upgraded. So here we go. Locations is fine. We unlock managers. Yes. So let's work on managers. Managers is this thing where you can get like a few managers and you can assign them to specific spots. So it looks like we get some hires. I guess it's from opening chests and unlocking locations. We accumulated about 7. And also we can buy it with gold coins, which is all the achievements we've been getting. And we can eventually get gold coins with daily chores. I believe right now there's only daily reward. If we spend 500 of these prestige coins, we'll unlock daily chores, which should give us some amount of gold. I don't know how much, but that helps a lot with understanding a little bit more about what we can do, what we cannot do, how we earn certain kinds of currencies. And here in the managers page, there's also like a way you can convert a high school manager into 20 wooden coins or copper coins. I'm not sure, but it is. But we're going to get a free manager. Let's look at a manager. Multiplier of 30%. All right, let's put it on our home. Here we go. You are assigned to home. It's a level 2, actually, 2 out of 6. So that's cool. Carol, welcome to the team. And it's going to show up right here. Here's Carol. She's the manager. So now whenever we sell, we get quite a bit of bonus for this stuff, for this money, which is nice. And let's upgrade. Let's get a couple upgrades going here. But let me talk through some of the prestiges. Actually, no, hold on. I want to get our first little vacuums so we can allow them to start collecting money while we do the yapping. So what I found was that it's really like the quickest way to really get through the stuff is by really prestiging relatively early. Only the first time we prestige for about 100. After that, we got a couple upgrades that were helpful. And now I'll show you, we're almost at 100. We should be getting the prestige soon. Oh, here it is, right. Wrong page. We can prestige, well, 56 is a bit low end, but usually you can get it quite easily to 200. And that was mostly my sweet spot for prestiging. Like, you can prestige for a very low 56, 60, but like you can easily get further than that with just these levels. So what did I do? I went here in the prestige shop and I upgraded all of the dirt types or dust types. They are upgraded to level 5, so they're 500%, which means that they're going to give us, look at that, 30 per little dust thing that shows up, little dust speck. So actually, let's spawn a couple, let's get upgraded. The whole thing is like about upgrading. And one interesting prestige purchase that we can work towards next episode, as we go for the sawmill, which costs 10,000, we can definitely go towards shop bots, which unlock shop bots that automatically buy upgrades for us. It's only 1,000, so it seems quite doable. Junk could be something we think about, but given the price tag of basically half of what we're aiming for to get the sawmill, I think we should leave that for the following episodes. We're going to just aim for both daily chores and shop bots as our extra purchases. Aside from that, we do have a couple upgrades that are very nice. So, Dust Merchant, basically whenever we sell dust lumps here, we get more money. And it's quite useful because now, look at this, now the little vacuums are useful. They get a little bit better. By the way, we're up to 100, still on the low end. I promise you, we can pretty easily get it to 100, 200. Maybe it's because I didn't even upgrade the carpet so far. But yeah, we just get a couple upgrades over here. It's not bad. It should be getting there soon. But all right, I'll just let it go. And in the meantime, we're going to bargaining. Bargaining's interesting. Decreases the price on dust upgrades by 1%. We're having a 5%. So as you can see, what was it? The prestige, which normally costs 100, this time was only costing 95. For stuff that costs 500, it's 475. So it's not very pricey. It's very manageable. It's sorry, I lost my train of thought. Basically, it was like it's a decent upgrade. It's nothing crazy, but it's nice. it's nice to have. Whenever instead of buying the lump spawning for, what is it, 20, we now get to buy it for, actually for 19. I'll show you right here with the little lump spawn. Yeah, 19. Instead of 50, we send 48. It's nice. It's not the be all end all, but it's a nice upgrade to have. And let's actually start moving to the neighbor's house so we can start working on the little, what is it, sand dust. So we can, yeah, it's going to be important to get these upgraded, because one thing I'm noticing is that we can easily get here, and most of the times I got to the sand dust level is usually when I choose to do a prestige. I might say a little bit in sand dust, but really this is where we hit the wall, because we're getting some upgrades. We're getting these. This is fine. This is all good. We're close to 200. Usually it doesn't take much to get to 200. But this is where we hit a wall, because next up, the grass pollen is going to take 2,300. 2,300. That's a lot. And in my experience, it just takes a bunch. It takes a lot of waiting. So I would usually prestige around this time. One thing that helps a lot with the prestige is the dust token compression technology, which gets us to, sorry, that was an alarm. Pizza's ready. I will be getting the pizza out of the oven, but before we do that, we basically get a little bit more tokens. So now we're getting twice as many tokens whenever we prestige. That's good. And the dust buildup, that's also very useful for when you have vacuums. Right now we have only 2 vacuums, so not as useful. But once you have 6, which is very doable, getting to 6 means you only have to get to 500 with the first 3 dust types. Super doable. Then at that point, having about 3,000 dust seems to be manageable. They can basically, like, 3,000 dust is good enough for like the 3 vacuums to kind of sweep up and collect for you. So as you can see, I'm kind of standing on the side. Actually, you can right click and the guy just stands there. He stops following your mouse, and he doesn't even collect dust. As you can see, the dust lumps are getting collected. Maybe we're hitting a cap on the dust, the actual dust buildup. So, you know what? We have a couple extra coins. Why not spend them? But overall, like the dust lumps are getting collected, and they're usually, well, they're not the main thing they can make you money of. Like the normal dust is also very valuable. But yeah, I thought it would make sense. It's like manageable. It's good enough for like at least idling. And let's keep in mind that we only have 4 vacuums. They are generally not very upgraded, and they still get the job done. So I'm very satisfied with that. But yeah, as you can see, getting to the grass pollen is very difficult. I mean, we had almost 2,000, but that's because I just quickly went to the kitchen to turn off the oven. So I spent a couple minutes there. But it tends to be, if you're being a little bit more active with your gameplay, so with the more frequent prestiges, that 2,500 is a bit of a hurdle to overcome. What else? Oh, yes. This is the most useless and annoying upgrade of all. The dust token compression accelerator. You're like, what does it do? Well, it only increases the speed of the prestige animation. That I upgraded a little bit because I didn't read it actually, but this is so stupid. Like the dumb slow animation we see all the time can be made faster. Like that, isn't that ridiculous? But anyway. And here everything is at 500%. Bargaining skills, yeah, I think we went through everything. Here the boost and vacuum upgrades we're going to get to at some point. But maybe once we reach that point. I think we should be able to get, yeah, we should get a new vacuum. We are about 6 vacuums. I might go back quickly to the previous level so we can get the dirt going a little bit and upgrade the dirt to the point where we can get at least a $500 vacuum, the 500 dust vacuum. I mean, we're 260, like it cannot be that far. It's not that far really. And it's one thing I've noticed is that we kind of usually get pretty close with the elixir. I was just looking, 300 coins. Yeah, if you step away from the computer and you kind of let the game play out a little bit, You can get to 300 give or take, so it's not too hard. Um, but there will be more cuts in this video just because I think we're gonna have to wait for the final. Okay, there we go. This is there, and now we can go back to this upgrading our sand dust, which is the better of the dust right now. And we obviously needed to get to 2,000 dust for the grass pollen. This tends to be a bit of a longer wait. This is usually when I would normally stop for the upgrades, just because, you know, you can wait around. You can get to 400 by just waiting around and doing normal upgrades. But overall, it takes a little bit. For a more active play style, it doesn't super matter. Like I don't want to sit around that long for the more active play style. Here we have a couple upgrades, nothing special really. A little bit of motor, so they have a better suction range, a little bit extra speed, and let's make the nozzle bigger so they can suck up stuff at a bigger angle. So you know what, let me collect some dust myself on the corners that I can see. I'm not gonna sell you because I want all of you to stay around with me, but I will sell these guys. And now the nozzle, oh damn, I chose a bigger size. I am so dumb. I am like insanely dumb sometimes. There we go. There we go. We sell this and we upgrade the nozzle, a little bit wider range. If there's one thing I'm noticing is that it doesn't really take much for the money to go up to 2,500 when I hold my hands to myself, which was admittedly probably the biggest issue here. It was between the screen and the computer, between the mouse and the keyboard and the screen was like the main issue here. It was me. I'm the problem, and I do recognize that. So now we gotta reach 11,000. I imagine that was 12,050 before the bonus kicked in, the little discounts kicked in. Why don't we try get a manager? We get a few hires. Let's see. You get a 10 multiplier. That's fine. What about you? Auto vacuum 5%. Okay, that seems quite respectable. Let's put him here, and you know what? You can go here just for funsies. We could also merge them, but I think maybe we can mess with that mechanic maybe on the next episode. For now, I think we're fine. We don't need to really mess with that. If any of you have experience with the mechanic, let us know. We can I will use your advice to kind of understand what we're supposed to do, how to handle it. But right now, the challenge is going to be get the grass pollen dust strong enough that it can, like, I don't know, spawn enough that it's going to grow at a decent pace, and then go to the road dust. And at that point, we'll be in our last location, the road. But yeah, before we do that, let's get a little bit more vacuums, a couple vacuums. I believe we got 3 vacuums from level 1 from the first dust, 2 vacuums from the dirt, which we could probably upgrade this time around while we wait for the pollen to grow bigger. This one's a 2, and I don't see us spending that money. You know what? I will spend both of those. How close are we to 10,000? We are right around the corner from 10,000. So there we go. We get a good vacuum. Damn, we got an achievement as well. 700 power, much bigger radius, 2.5, 40% angle, and slightly better width. Let's check it out. It's decent. Yeah, takes dust from very far. So that's nice. It's a good vacuum. I like it. But we're still at 500. It's a bit slow, dare I say. So why don't I just take a quick break, and we're going to come back when we're close to 11,000. I don't want you guys waiting. And in fairness, I'm realistically not going to be waiting here all the whole time. I'm probably going to go and get a couple more slices of pizza. All right, one quick thing I want to bring to you guys' attention is how now we have about 10 of these things. I got dust is maxed out, dirt is maxed out, 2 from this, 2 from this, and they're holding a steady, I want to say 1,400 to 2,000 dust at all times. I haven't been collecting dust for them. That was just accumulating for a while. They just do a fantastic job collecting all the dust for us. And we're pretty close to our target of 11,800 dust of Poland, dust specifically. But in the meantime, why not spend a couple bucks for the dirt? Let's sell the dirt one. We don't really need it. We don't super need it. Oh, one thing. I had a couple spare prestige coins. I use it to increase the storage. Let's use it. We got 16,000 money. Not as useful as I thought. Okay, good enough. Good enough. We got the shops are even a little bit better, but we finally reached the road dust. Let's go. We got our fifth type of dust. Yeah, fifth type of dust. Let's go. Let's teleport there. And all right. All right. We get both sand dust and road dust. Very yellow uh, themed area, I guess. Actually, nice contrast with what you call it. Nice contrast with the background, I would say. So not bad. We get a couple achievements. $40. Damn, we got a couple achievements in there. These coins, I guess, are right now the only thing I've really saw them being worth spending is for the manager shop. You can get like pretty decent managers for 125 or chests, but the chests I haven't really. Well, I only got common chests. I don't really know. I haven't received any golden chests. I don't know what's in them, but when it comes to common chests, I don't super see them as being that useful. They've been fine. They perform okay. It's just that they're not the be all end all. But yeah, we can just relax, sit back, let our vacuums do all the work. Let's see if we can. What would be theoretically we could have purchased this vacuum, the higher level, but it's $1 million. That's a lot of money. I don't know if we have that would be a lot of money. That's a lot of effort. Maybe next episode if we just end up having an insane economy because, as you can imagine, this dust sells for twice as much, even more than twice as much as the road dust. I mean, as a grass pollen, which they all seem to almost double in price, and then this one more than doubles, which is interesting. So definitely probably something like that we can take advantage of. We can make sure that we get a lot of money bang for the buck. We get a lot bang for the buck. So if we upgrade this sand dust a lot, eventually we could afford this new vacuum. And this one, which is supposedly unlocked because we have the road dust, might just be, I don't know. If this is $1 million, this might be at least 10 million, I have to imagine. But not bad. We're starting to get our first dust pollens. We're close to getting a vacuum. And yeah, unlock sawdust is just going to require, before we can even see how much it costs, it's going to require us to get to the sawmill, which costs 10,000. Our prestige right now will net us almost 1,000. I think we can push it to 1,000, but quite pricey, quite expensive. There's a lot of work to be done, but I think that's exciting. It's an exciting series, so I definitely would like to do it. If you enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Those are all amazing ways to let me know that you enjoy the content. It's a way of like, some of them are more explicit forms of feedback, like the comments, but some of them, like a like, can be a more quiet way to give feedback and saying that you're enjoying what you see and you would like to see more of it. The plan for next episode would be to eventually get to the sawmill. We get to the sawmill and we get with the sawdust and we have dirt and sawdust and we just see what's out there. Get a couple pollen lumps and get a couple dust lumps, and I think it's a fun way to progress through this incremental game because it takes a long time. These games can take a while to upgrade, but I think we're doing it in a way that's very, I don't know, it feels like a natural pace, a natural progression of events, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too, but I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.